Good morning, everyone. How are you all? This side Anant, an AI engineer from 10x in and Open Analyst. Before starting the today's session, just I want to know how exactly you are excited about the today's session. Just give me in the chat like an emoji, or you can give the thumbs up. Okay. So before starting the today's session, let's quickly recall what we have done on day 3, right? Yesterday we used the AI for data analysis. We learned how to extract the insights using prompts, right? But today we go one level deeper, right? Yesterday you used AI. Today you will learn how to master it and how to use exactly to get the deep insights or like analysis and all, right? So let me just share you my screen. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, my screen is visible to you guys. Just tell me once. Okay, cool. Okay, so it is the official guide, we can say, and the resource or PPT, we can say, by the Anthropic, a complete guide to building skills for Claude. And like this is the thing like we gonna cover in the today's session, and that's a very important and very exciting thing, right? So let's start with this. So just tell me if anyone knows about the Claude skills. Can you tell me, just anyone know about this? Okay, great, great. Okay, no. So, okay. So, this is the exact thing we're gonna cover today. Today, we are going to understand how to build skills for Claude, right? Using Claude, right? So, not just using AI here. We are gonna learn exactly how AI will work for us, right? This is how you can scale your productivity with AI, right? So, this is the content we are covering today, right? We are having the structured in the multiple parts, having fundamentals, planning, design, testing, iterations, distribution, patterns, and all, right? We won't go deep into each, right? If you want to learn exactly about these things, join our community, join the things. We have a lots of things there, right out, right? But we're gonna see the fundamentals, how these things work, and we have a practical implementation of this too, right? So we are just understanding about the core idea behind this, right? How exactly these skills have been used in our day-to-day life while we are working with the things, right? Yes, I'll share you the document right in the chat. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, this is the exact guide you will having to see, right? You can go through it and all, right? So let's start with the thing like we are having the introduction here, right? So what is exactly a skill here, right? A skill is just nothing. It's just having the set of instructions you give to Claude, right? It's like teaching AI once and we can reuse forever, right? It is just like that. So a skill is a set of instructions packed as a simple folder that teaches Claude how to handle specific tasks or workflows. Skills are one of the most powerful ways to customize Claude for your specific needs. Instead of re-explaining your preferences, process, and domain expertise in every conversation, skills let you teach Claude once and benefit every time, right? So as I have said, it is just like a set of instructions we are having with us, right? In a specific folder, right? And it is packed, and we give to the Claude, and that exactly teaches to the Claude like how to handle the specific task, or we want to do any workflows and whatever we are having our work with, so we can just do with the one simple things, right? So why it is important, why we do these kind of things? Because instead of repeating the prompts, or instead of repeating the any workflow giving instructions and any guide to the AI, we just create a reusable intelligence, right? So just nothing, we are having a set of instructions of these, right? Then we are having two paths through the guide. We can go with building standalone skills, focus on fundamentals and all, right? So yeah, one important thing, who this is for: developers who want Claude to follow specific workflows consistently, power users who want Claude to follow the particular specific workflows, team looking to standardize how Claude works across their organizations, right? This is the thing, like you can go with that, like who is this for exactly, right? Then we are having the chapter 1, which is fundamentals. Now again, what is exactly a fundamental is, it is exactly what is inside our skill. So a skill is a just structured folder, you already know. We are having here skill.md things, right? What is a skill? Is skill is a folder, right? You know, structured things and all. Skill is just a folder. Inside that we are having skill.md, scripts, references, assets. Now what is skill.md? It is just instructions in markdown with yml front matter, right? Then we are having scripts. It is optional, but yeah, it's again important if you are if you want the proper response in whatever you are having. So again, you need to just add if there is a need to add, right? Then you can write the executable code or anything, bash commands and all. Then references, it's again optional, but documentation loaded as needed, right? Then we are having references like docs, you can share anything you can share with that, right? Then assets, we are having like templates, fonts, or anything you can share with that, used for output, to generate the output, right? Now why? Because this makes AI structured and reusable. Then we are having the composability, portability and all, right? Now again, those who don't know MCP, right? This is exactly a way to building standalone skills without MCP, but skip to planning and design. You can always return here later. Means if you already have working MCP server with you, you have done the hard part, right? So skills are just the knowledge layer on the top, capturing the workflows and best practices you already know. So Claude can apply them consistently, right? Definitely. Model context protocol. If you want to know about like how the skill works with our MCP servers, how we can connect with those things and all, definitely join the community. We have the zero to full zero to end implementation things with the MCP things and all, right? So you can do with this like the kitchen analogy. Means MCP provides the professional kitchen, means you are having the tools, you are having the ingredients and equipment, right? And skills provide these the recipes, means step by step instructions on how to create something valuable, right? This is the basic thing about the MCP, how to connect them properly and how to use them, what's the purpose of that, right? Then we are having the MCP having means connects Claude to your service. Means you are having Notion, Asana, Linear, etc. with you. Means MCP server of these tools. Then we are having skills of there, like we teaching Claude how to use your service effectively, right? Then provides real-time data access and tool invocation. Captures workflow and best practices. What Claude can do, means MCP is something like what Claude can do with your tools and all, and skills how Claude should do it, right? So are you getting my point, what I want to explain you? Like if you are using skills with your MCPs, so MCP is just used to that, like you are explaining what Claude can do for you with your MCP servers or tools, right? And skill is something like you are explaining how Claude should do it. Are you getting the point, what exactly I want to share with you, right? Then we are having with us the chapter 2, like planning and design, right? So this is the important thing about this, like we are having the core principles like progressive disclosure, composability and portability, right? So planning and design is very very important, means we are having the use cases here, like start with use cases. Before writing any code, identify 2 3 concrete use cases and your skills should enable, means good use case definition is very very important. So use case something like project sprint planning, and we are having trigger, means user says help me plan this sprint or create a sprint task. At that time your skill got invoked, because we are, let's suppose you are having 20 skills with you, then Claude doesn't able to know about which skill use and at which time, right? So you must need the good use case definition of that particular skill, so that Claude can understand about the particular skill and when to use that, when to invocate that particular skill, right? So you are having, ask yourself thing like what does a user want to accomplish and all, right? Common skill use case categories having at Anthropic, they observe the 3 common use cases categories. We are having document and asset creation, like front end design skill you can create, and also see skills for docs, pptx, xlx and ppts and all, right? Then we are having workflow automation, means used for multi-step processes, then can benefit from consistent methodology including coordination across multiple mcp servers, right? So this is important and you can go for it, and we have, like Anthropic have given the real skill creator skill from which you can create your skill too, right? So here we are having one thing, and the skills that having the success criteria. And what is success criteria here is like these are aspirational targets, like rough benchmarks, right? That is like then precise threshold. We are having rough benchmarks here, particular things and all, and before moving that we don't have the precise thresholds definitely, right? Because we are aiming for rigor, but except that there will be an element of vibe based assessments, right? So we are having quantitative qualitative metrics, means skill triggers on 90% of relevant queries, completes workflow is in x tool calls or zero failed api calls per workflow. Then we are having qualitative metrics, means user don't need to prompt Claude about next steps, like how to assess it and all. Workflows complete without user correction and all, consistent result across sessions and all, right? We are having the file structure with us, means how exactly our having the technical requirements for our file folder structure. Then definitely you are having your skill name here, right? For example, you are having data analysis, so you can write down your data analysis skill and all. Then you are having the skill.md file, right? Then your scripts, whatever the scripts are there, like if a particular script for data cleaning, processing, etl, eda, something like that, you can go with that, like how exactly the Claude can process particular using that your particular scripts, right? Then you are having the references, means documentation, like API guide where it will get the guide and where to call it, like whatever you are having the examples, you can add in the reference files. Assets we are having, means the data set you can load in your assets folder, right? Critical rules are here, means skill.md file naming here, the important part must be exactly skill.md, means is it is case sensitive, means how exactly you want to write is with the full capitalized .md file. This is the only thing that only Claude can able to understand. If you have this skill.md, means it is case sensitive and you must have to write like this only with the capitalized and .md with the small. No variation accepted, means skill.md you don't need to write like this, or like skill.md must be used like this, right? Because it is case sensitive. Then you are having skill folder naming, means use kebab-case, notion, project step. This is the kebab-case, like we are having every characters in the like not capital letter, in a small letter only. Then no spaces in there, no underscore is there, no capitals is there, right? So use kebab cases for skill folder naming, you can see here. If you are having references, we are having small. If you have the bigger name like references, or we are having scripts, or if you are having after that scripts things or whatever, you have to use the kebab case. Then no readme md, do not include readme md inside your skill folder, because all documentation goes in skill.md or references, right? So readme MD, if you want to introduce any references or any documentation, you have to put in your references folder. Do not add another file which having the readme.md. Use either skill.md, right? Or either you can go with the references folder. Then when distributing via GitHub, you will still want a repo level README for human users, see distribution and sharing. You can find out at the GitHub right there. Then YML formatter, the most important part we are having is how Claude decides whether to load your skill. Get this right. The minimal required format means name should be like whatever your skill name, for example, data analysis. Then you are having the description, what it does, and use when user ask to specific phrases and all, right? You have to go for that. That's all you need to start for particular skill, right? Then we are having field requirements. The name of that, like kebab-case only we have discussed, no spaces or capitals, should match folder name. Then description is very very important and required too, because by reading this skill name and the description, Claude able to understand what exactly this skill is about, when user ask any question related to that, and then how and when to invocate that particular skill, right? Description having must include both the what the skill does and when to use it, the trigger conditions and all. Then under 1024 characters only, mark this, right? Then no XML tags, include specific task, user might say, mention file types if relevant, right? Then we are having the license optional compatibility, metadata and all, you can read out here, right? So we are having these things. So example of a good description is description something like analysis. This is all about the Figma one. Analyzes Figma design files and generates developer handoff documentation. Use when user uploads files, ask for design specs, component documentation, or design to code handoff, right? Then we are having another example like manages linear project workflow including sprint planning, task creation and status tracking. This is the example of description, how you can write your description for that, right? Then example of bad descriptions too. Two-way means like helps with project. You never do these kind of things. At least add two three line or like this only. This is the perfect one, like the clear and value, right? Do not add two-way missing triggers, like create sophisticated multi-page documentation systems, right? Too technical or no user trigger means implements the project entity model with hierarchical relationships. Do not add like this, right? Because this is very very important to go with. And if you are adding your bad examples in your descriptions, definitely your skill having the hallucinations part and all, then your Claude is not able to understand when to use and where to trigger, when to invocate and all, right? This is the important part. So you are having the main things like main instructions, how you are having. So here you can go with that, like recommended structure is there, like the name, description, your skill name, instructions and all, right? Then the best practices you can read out here, the having this like this, right? For the instructions part, right, you can add instructions like this, right? Then we are having the testing and iteration part. That's the important part when we move with the things like how we are having the testing part, iteration part and all. Skills can be tested at varying levels or rigor depending on your needs. Like manual testing in Claude.ai, you can run queries directly and observe behavior fast and iteration, not setup required. But you are having scripted testing in Claude Code, like automate test cases for repeatable validation across changes. If you are having the repeatable things and all, for example, you have connected the database. For example, you are having your data analysis thing and you have connected your database or anything you are having with the skill. So you can do like you are having one script file, like how to connect exactly to that particular database. This is the example, right? So you know guys that you are having your database with you and you must need to connect every time with the user database and all. So what you can do, you can write one script to connect the exact database so that it won't remove the credentials and it find everything with the skill.md file and all. You can write one script with that and then it is good to go, right? This is the thing like how we can test and iterate. And recommended testing approach is something like you are having the things like ensure your skill loads at the right times. So this is the important part. Triggers on obvious tasks, triggers on paraphrase request, doesn't trigger on unrelated topics. What exactly I'm saying from the starting, right? So example test suite means should trigger help me set up a new project hub workspace. I need to create a project in project hub, initialize the project hub project for quarter 4 planning and all. Should not trigger on what's the weather in San Francisco, help me write Python code, create a spreadsheet, right? So we define in name and description part whatever you are adding with that, right? You are having functional tests means you are verifying the skill produces the correct outputs and all, right? Then you are having iteration based feedback means skills are living in documents, right? Plan to iterate based on the under triggering signals, like skill doesn't load when it should, right? Users manually enabling it, support questions about when to use it and all, right? So solution is like add more detail and nuance to the description. This may include keywords particularly for technical terms, right? So exactly what I'm talking about, you must need to make sure uh, about the iteration feedbacks and all, about all the things and all, right? So you can even use AI to build skills, right? What exactly I'm talking about. So you can go to the Claude Code and having the things you can build from the skill creator too, right? Now distribution and sharing part. This is again very important thing, right? When we move to the main part with the things like distribution and sharing, right? So distribution is and sharing something like skills make your MCP integration more complete. Means as user compare connectors, those with the skills offer a faster path to value, giving you an edge over MCP only alternative. Means current distribution model according to the January 2026, how individual user gets skills, like download the skill folder, zip folder if needed, upload to Claude.ai via settings, then go to capabilities, then go to skills, or place in Claude Code skills directly, right? So this is like you can distribute and share your skills whatever you are making and all, using skills via API and all, right? When to use skills via the API versus Claude AI, you can read out here, right? So we are having with these things. Now patterns and troubleshooting are most important. So what exactly the patterns are, the things are like there are most of the common patterns are there, like sequential workflows, multi-tool workflows, iterative refinement and all, right? Like sequential workflow orchestration use when your user need multi-step processes in specific folder. You are having an example with that, like workflow like onboard new customer, you are having create account, call MCP tool, parameters you are having, right? So it is the sequential workflow, like you are having multi step processes in there with a specific folder. Then you are having step 2 with setup payment, call the MCP tool and wait for the payment method verification. Then step 3 create subscription, call MCP tool. So you can see like we are having one MCP tool for all, means we are having one MCP tool, create customer, set up payment method, create subscription, send email. Directly you can connect with your product skill, right? So you can see the sequential steps are there, and the key techniques are explicit step and ordering and all, like you can read out here. But again we are having pattern to multi MCP coordination, like use when workflows span multiple services, right? Like design to development handoff, like phase 1 you are having design part, asset storage, task creation, notification and all. Then pattern 3 we are having iterative refinement, means use when output quality improves with iterations and all, right? That is the important thing. You must need to go with like report generation and all if you are going with that. So we are having the common patterns here, like three patterns: sequential workflows, then multi-tool workflows, and then iterative refinement, right? These are the common patterns that is being defined by the and saw by the uh, January 2026 by Anthropic, right? We are having the more of the patterns: context aware tool selection, domain specific intelligence, right? So if you want to learn all the patterns and want to learn skills more deeply, join our community. We are on the link in the chat. You can join the community, and yeah, we are having all these things with done, and we can build a more and more, right? And then we are having the things you can read out here. That's not the more important part, right? Then we are having the resources and references, right? Resources and references, just give me 1 second. Yes, we are having practical exercise too. We are seeing one skill like analytical skills, like how skill will run in our Claude Code and how we can do with that, right? Definitely we are having practical exercise. Then we are having resources and references, means if you are building your first skill, start with the best practices guide, right? References the API docs as needed. We are having official documentation, not we, but yeah, Anthropic. Best practices guide, skill documentation, API references, MCP documents, and all. Then blog posts, tool utilities, and all. You can go through it and find the best if you want to learn with that, right? Okay. Now, just comment below, like how, what exactly you feel about these skills, or what like what is the exact thing you feeling about the skill. It is find really helpful or not, and then we can jump to the practical session, right? No, no, I'm not reading the whole doc for the hour. I'm just explaining the fundamentals of it. If I directly jump to the practical implementation part, definitely you won't able to understand what I'm doing there, right? So we are having our practical too, right? Don't worry for that, right? Just I want to see, like, are you able to connect with me with that? Like, are you having the things? Are you able to understand what exactly I want to say, or I want you to just write in the chat, like, are you feeling excited about the practical implementation and all? Okay, so yeah, so I'm having my skill on the folder, right? I'm inside on the 10x analyst main folder, and it's all about I have loaded my skill, like I'm in the folder, right? Now let me write Claude here. Okay, right. By the time I have written Claude here, I just got open, and we are having slash commands. When you have already know, like we are having these slash commands, a lots of command here. But when the time I just type skills, and when just I hit that, we are having 7 skills loaded, right, with the plugin, right? So we are having analyze skill, report skill, clean skill, profile skill, visualize skill, dashboard skill, query skill. Now, what does that skill particularly mean? That skill is something like we are having analyzing, report, clean, profile, or we can say visualize, dashboard, and query, right? So you are having the things and the plugins here, and right, like I'll just close that, right? And by the time I just again open the skills part, and let me just hit and run what is the data set, which data set you are. By the time I just hit enter with that, and let's see if any data set it is loaded in that or not. Okay, so see, there's a demo Shopify e-commerce dataset already included in my skill folder, input slash Shopify data, right? With these files and customer CSV, order items, products, and price changes, right? So you can run any of these command on it. By slash 10x analyst analyze Shopify data, 10x analyst profile Shopify data we are having again, and 10x analyst query Shopify data and dashboard and report, right? So analyze means full end-to-end analysis pipeline. uh, Profile means data profiling only. Query means ask natural language questions. Dashboard and interactive dashboard and all. Report means generate a markdown report and all, right? So this is exactly about that. So let me add uh, go with that skills, and again see we are having with the name analyze, right? So analyze we are having. So what I can do, I can just first ask the query first. Hmm, Dataset name we are having. What is the dataset name? Shopify data, right? Then our question, explain me about the dataset and brief. Okay, I'm having rate limit reached. Let's see if it is work with that. So what I have done is I have just having my skill with right like 10x analyst, analyze profile query dashboard report shopify data, right? And by the time I am running with the 10x analyst query with my data set name and with my question, right, I'm having my Claude working with that, right? And it is just doing his work, like it will explain me about particular data set and all, right? See again the code. It will show about exactly the things how it's been working and all, right? Just give it a time and it will just do for that. Okay, so the Shopify data set is a Shopify e-commerce data set spanning 6 months from this to this date, containing 5 tables. Supporting data we are having customer CSV, order CSV, order item CSV, product CSV, price changes CSV. We are having key metrics at a glance, right? How this was computed, loaded each CSV with pandas, clean column names, and then shape, data type, seasonal, mean, and describe. Follow-up questions you might ask, like what are the top 5 products by revenue, which acquisition channel brings in the biggest highest value customers, is revenue growing or declining, which customers have the highest lifetime value, what is the average discount amount for orders and discount code, right? These are the things we can ask with that. Right now I can ask with this, like, is revenue growing or declining over month? I can ask this question and let's see what will happen, what the reply came. Just understand one thing, we have loaded skills here from my folder. I'm having my folder there, and inside this folder I'm having everything defined, right? Whatever we have discussed there. Then I have run slash skills and I can able to see what are the skills available with me, right? Then I ask which data set having with you and all, right? Having these things, let me verify what actually present on desk and all, right? These are the commands you can run, means these are the skills with that, right? And let's hit enter. And don't worry, I'll show you also how I have defined in the folder and all, right? I just want to show you the output and all, right? How this is also like important to know, right? And how exactly we have defined all these things in our folder, right? So this particular skill is all about and the data analysis only, right? You can analyze all these things and all. Yesterday we have what we have done is, like, we have given one folder, right, to the Claude, and we are just asking the questions and all. We haven't trained our Claude for the particular task, and every time we need to explain what we want to do, what is the thing and all. But in the skills we don't want to explain every time what is the task and what are the things. For the particular use case we are having the particular skill, right? So this is the skill exactly. It will do the deep analysis for you, right? How exactly we have defined for that. For example, you are having X client or whatever. If you want to make any project for them. So you can create one skill and for particular client, and it will work according to that. So answer is revenues declining overall. So January showed a brief spike before a sharp pullback, right? Then supporting data is there, linear trend, slow, first versus last month. February 2026 is the lowest month on record. And how this was computed, past created at the date time, wrote by year month, some total and all, like it's calculated. Then key takeaways is there, right? Then follow-up questions again we can ask, right? Then again, let's see what are the things I'm having with that. I can generate the report for that, right? So slash report I can go with. It will generate a comprehensive markdown essay report with findings, charts, and recommendation. Now, how it will generate the report? We are having Shopify data and we are having number of things there. It will analyze those things. It will clean that. It will do everything for us, right? And it will generate the report for us, right? So before hitting this one, like let me hit first this, right? And let me show you the folder structure for that, right? So I'm having the folder structure 10x analyst main, right? Inside that, see, I'm having write this here, like how this exactly I have defined with that, right? You can see I'm having skills folder here, and inside this I have defined analyze, clean, dashboard, profile, query, report, visualize. For example, I have run now the report one, right? So I just open the report, right? And we are having the skill here, and I have written everything about that particular skill, right? So again, I'm having uh, the folder of that, and I'm having one output folder. Whatever output will come, it will just stored there, right? Now you can see the clean data is there, and see what time it will generate it, 10:06. Now it just generated and it's 10:07. So I have just ran the slash report because I want the report there. So it just automatically clean the data for me. I haven't told to this like clean data, first do ETL, do out like find outliers and remove nulls and whatever we are having. I didn't say anything to the Claude. It just generated the clean data for me, right? You can see customers order CSV items and price changes products, like it has done all the things for me, right? And we are having the data profile with me. Let's see what's the output. Okay, it is doing there, means 10x analyst data engineering, means it is just using the data engineering things and just generating the reports for me. So what is the main point behind this? So you can see I'm having only single prompt like 10x analyst report or just report, right? This is doing exact thing for me. And if you want to learn exactly these things and how exactly we have built this analyst skill, 10x analyst skill, just join the community. We are having the link below, right? We are having the things today, we are having the things with us, and we are making you learn exactly how we can build this and more of these 10x skills to gain those things, right? It is doing his work and all, right? Let not disturb to this and just see and explore what exactly more in the skill folder. See, we are having one Claude folder. Okay, this is empty. Yeah, this is the file what I'm searching for, claude.md, right? See, I'm having the name 10x Analyst plugin, Agentic Analysis Swarm. Means this is Claude plugins by 10x.n, a multi-agent swarm for end-to-end data analysis automation. Like we are having plugin commands here, right? And this all plugins are the particular skills there. The agent swarm architecture we have defined, agent responsibilities we have defined, the data engineering. I've shown you know for the report part, it is using the data and engineering things, and where I have defined these things in the scripts folder. You are having the profile.py file, data cleaner.py file, and data engineering .md file, where you must have to go if the queries related to the data engineering. If a statistician, visualization, reporter, strategies must use these kind of things. Then pipeline flow by command, path resolution. What are the paths we are having? Input output directories. I have defined all the directory to it, like where you have to add your output, where you have to put your data and all, where is the exact data, where you have to import that particular data and all, right? And key directories we are having. See, I'm having under 126 of line. This is the exact thing we need to have. Then model strategy, the important thing we have done here, right? This is the thing, I have defined my claude.md file here, right? This is exactly you are learning, right, about the things, how we can define those things, how we can uh, make the skill 10x more, and how we can improve our skills and all. There are lots of things, end to end things, how we can connect with our skills to the mcp servers, and with 10x, right? Not just basic things, right? You are having lots of things there. Just click the link below and you can join our community and all, right? We are having input things, like we are having the Shopify data right here. I have just loaded the Shopify data, you can see here in the input folder. See, all folder having particular of work. We are having agent setting here to do the particular task, like see, data engineer agent is there, reporter agent is there, statistician strategist and agent is there, visualization in agent is there. See, like, are you seeing like what is the level of this skill and what exactly it is having, right? If you want this md file on and all these things, just join the community. You are having a lots of skills there, you can join that. And not just this skill, we are having lots of skills out there, you are having access to those skills, right? You can join the community for the same, right? And let's see what's the output coming out here. It is taking a lots of time because yeah, we have generated the charts and all. See, it is writing and generating the charts.py for us, right? That's why it will take time. You are having the link to community here, like community.10x.n, right? Let's explore the more references. Yeah, definitely references. Now references, we are having the analysis pattern. Like, this is the important, because Claude will hallucinate. Like, Claude give you once better answer, second better answer, but maybe the third time it will hallucinate, right? Because it doesn't know about the pattern, like how to exactly analyze for you, right? So you have defined the patterns here, the chart styles here, data quality here. If I talk about the chart style, see, the color palette I have defined, the name and the hex values and the usage I have defined there, right? I have defined the sequential palette there, what are the colors there, what are the semantic colors there, right? Then the library, again the matplotlib and the seaborn setup I have defined there, right? I have just see, like, with the basic one, you already know these things, right? The basic one, and with the help of this basic file, like basic code, and with the Claude like analysis part and all, I have combined those things. And see the power of that, you will get to know exactly when the it will generate for us, right? Then you able to know the exact magic of the Claude skills, right? Then we are having the analysis patterns here. What are the patterns I have done? Like, common analysis patterns used by 10x analyst agent. E-commerce analysis patterns are revenue analysis, like you can have the monthly revenue trend, top 10 products by revenue. Like, I have defined like this, right? See, so this is the thing we are learning more in our classes and all, right? How you are creating skills, how you are doing these things, and how you are exactly doing the agentic analysis with these skills and the Claude Code and all, right? So this is all about the vibe coding and the skills Claude Code you are having with these two, right? And then we are having with us the scripts file. So what are these? These are the things, particular Python files we have defined. For example, if I talk about the charts, for generating charts, uh, let me open with Notepad. See, for generating six Shopify e-commerce charts for the analysis report. Output is something like you. I have defined that you must need to output, give the output in that particular folder, right? This is the thing we have defined, right? So we are having import matplotlib and uh, style setup, right? And we have done a lot of things there, right? uh, Also, I have corrected this thing. Yeah, we are having the chart one, like if it is the bar chart, we are having that bar chart. If we are having the revenue by category horizontal bar, we are having this Python file defined. So for everything, like for generating charts, ingesting and cleaning part, dataset overview part, chart generator part, for everything we have defined, so that our agent, our things will get to know important thing, right? Okay, what's the relationship between agents and Claude skills? Are agents an example of skill? Else, how do these work together? So, if I talk about the agents and the Claude Code like something like which provides you the agents, right? Claude Code, it's something like is an LLM, we can say, right? It gives you the specialized agents for particular tasks, particular workflows, right? Agents are something you are having to some work, means you are making the agents to work for you, right? So Claude Code skills is something like you are defining the particular flow or whatever we are having the things with us, how the work will done, right? This is the Claude skills. And agents are something that particular defined things, who will do that part, the agents will do that part, right? And let's see the output. Okay, great, the output came with us. Report saved to output slash Shopify data report.md, and chart saved to this 6 pngs. Top findings again: revenue is declining, peaked at $59,000. Subscriptions are the highest margin category, right? And we are having new customer acquisition is collapsing. Top 10 products we are having channel efficiency gap. Great. Priority 0, priority 1, priority 2, priority 3 we are having, right? And let's see the output we are having. We are having Shopify data report and Shopify chart we are having. So we are having this output folder, we are having Shopify data folder, and then what we are having, report.md. See, this is the report.md. Let's open it and see the executive summary, right? Data overview, data quality notes, and all like key findings a lot. Like, see exactly it is prepare the doc for us. What are the findings and all? See the generated by 10x analyst and all. What is the data source? See input slash shopify.data. Executive summary is something like we have, like the agent has written for us. Data overview has written for us. See, right? Data quality notes, like column names standardized to snake case across all 5 tables. Fully null columns removed. Discount code we are having. All data tape, date time, date time fields passed to date time 64 as leading trailing white space strip for all string columns and all. See, we have defined the structured how the things will work and all. So after this, agent doing the work for us, right? The key findings are there and all, right? These are the things with us. Detailed analysis here, the revenue analysis we are having, gross profit we are having, customer segmentation we are having, customer acquisition by channel we are having, top 10 customers by lifetime spend we are having, product performance we are having, order behavior. See, lots of things are there for us, and we have just give a few of the things to the Claude Code, and Claude Code agent do these things for us, right? I'm showing the PNG file as well. Wait, we are having the charts here, charts folder, and see, these are the things, whatever we have findings there, right? What I'm reading, and these are the PNGs as well. See the PNG part. This is literally great. See, quarterly discovery box around drives, how exactly, like how perfect it is making these things, right? You will never find the things and all, and we are the best part, the source we are having with that, the branding we are having with that, right? You can do with that as well. So you all are learning these way, like how to make our skills and all, how to make our Claude skills and all, right? So these are the things you are learning right away in the upcoming sessions and all. See these things, and we are having this January 2026 peaked at $59,000. I already told you these things, right? So these are the chart has been made by the Claude skill, right? Yes, can Claude be used for interactive charts? Yes, exactly. You can do more about that. If you want more things in that, you can add that for that, right? You can definitely add interactive charts and all. You can create more and more, right? So there are lots of things. How can we see all the charts in a single page like dashboard interactive? We can create one thing like exactly how Power BI or the Tableau do for the same. Either we can create one PDF or either we can create one full size of page, right? And we can add them, like we can give the in the instructions and in the description and all for the chart part. You can like you must have to add in the one page only. Like we can do that part also, right? You are learning great way these things and all, right? For now I just the focus is the simple, like you got your things with your Claude skills, right? This is the important thing I want to show with you, right? So this is the thing, you are using Claude skills your right way, right? So uh, let me see more of that if we can do. We can go for the dashboard part, right? We can slash dashboard, and let's see what will happen. It will create a dashboard for us, right? How to connect with you? Do you have email ID to connect with you and all? Okay, so guys, if you wish and if you want to reach out with me, you can reach out with me at LinkedIn. I'll show you my LinkedIn ID and all, right? You can reach out there. I'm not able to sign up or log in to find the recordings. Okay, please support team, just go for this query and all. Please resolve this. By the time it will running, we are having more and more skills, more and more agentic analysis things with our skills and all. We can go with that, right? Make sure to join our community for upcoming sessions and more of the skills, like how you can automate your tasks with the single prompts, not just the single prompts, but like just the single slash commands, right? You can see for creating the dashboard, creating the charts, creating the analysis, basic analysis and all, I'm just adding slash commands, right? Slash 10x, like I have just written like this slash uh, dashboard, and it is just doing my work. Like exactly this is how simple, right? Okay, so if you want to reach out with me, if you want to connect with me, this is my ID. You can reach out with me with the same things and all, right? This is my LinkedIn ID and best, and you can go and search by name and you can send the request as well, right? So this is my profile. You can go for it, right? And you can search for it. Okay. Uh, Kindly clarify. Is this supposed to be a hands-on? If yes, I'm not able to follow. I don't have the Claude code. I tried to install it but didn't work out. What is the way out? I'm not able to log in the community either. See, if you are not able to sign in. Support team is clarifying you the questions, right? You can go with that. And if you are not have the Claude Code with you, we are having the proper installations and all guide with that. You can see the recordings, and you definitely, if you want from scratch with the things, join our community to see and like with our things how exactly we are doing with the scratch and all, right? Okay, for the one question is there. So how do you use Cloud Code for the corporation of the ton of data? If the table is having 1 billion rows, it will take hours. Also, the security specs for the corporation data, how to use without breaching the data privacy. Good question. So for this, like definitely, if you are having the 1 billion rows, it will take hours. Definitely, it will take not. It will not take hours, but it will take us some times and some tokens to read. Yeah, and for the security purposes, right? You are having the things like you can go to Claude and you can select that do not train on my data and all, right? And you are having a lots of things like for the security purpose also. We have the things here like how to uh, like look into those aspects, how we can use with that all, right? There are lots of things to cover with the security concerns and all, right? So lots of things we need to see with that, right? We are also learning in the upcoming sessions and all, right? Don't worry for that. Yes, I'm going to upload the output folder, right? For skills, if you want these skills and all, please join the community. You are not having just this skill, you are having lots of skill, lots of guidance there, lots of people are engaging. We are having a large committing large pool there. We are having the committee, and we are all are sharing their resources and all, they are sharing their things and all. We are having lots of things they are doing, right? So you can do with that same. So we are having our dashboard here. Dashboard is ready, open with it. uh, we are having dashboard.html folder, right? Output, then Shopify data, and then where it is having dashboard.html. Yeah, here it is. Just I'll just open that and see how great it has just generated. See, you are saying na exactly how to make the dashboard and single page or in the single format, how exactly the Power BI or Tableau is doing. This is the thing. Just give me a thumbs up, just give me any emoji so that I can able to understand this is the exact what I want to deliver. This is the thing. Like how many are we excited? How many of you joined the community? Just tell me in the comments, like tell me in the chat and all. See the key performance indicators we are having, right? Revenue analytics we are having. See, it is having the hover part too. We can able to hover this. See, exactly Power BI does the same now. Like we are having the same things now. See the Google ads, organic, direct email, TikTok, Facebook ads and all. The animations too we are having with us. Yes, exactly. Power BI does similar interactive. Yes, exactly. See, and you can go with the anything, like I have defined something for the dashboard part. If you wish, if you are having particular design or particular UX for the same, UI for the same, you can give the instructions to the Claude, and definitely Claude do that work for you, right? See, like top 10 products, like how exactly it is, like very very clean. If you show someone and told them you have created these things in just 10 to 15 minutes, see the magic of that, like you have created these things, right? Once you have done your skill, you can analyze any data, any of the things of the particular part, right? So this is the exact thing I want to share with you. Just one last time, just tell me if you are great with that, and if you have joined, just write in the comment section. I want to see how many of you have joined in the community. Just write once yes, those who have joined. Just write yes, those who have joined in the community, and those who have not joined, I like literally told that you are missing a lots of things right there, right? So this is, if you're not able to join, like please support, see what exactly the issue is doing out there. But yeah, those who have joined and those who are missing, they are having a lots of things losing with them, right? Because we are not just having the single skill there, we are not just having the skills things there, we are having a lots of things there that been happening in the community. You are having a lots of people there, you are contributing with them also, right? And we are having a lots of things working down there, right? So this is the dashboard and this is the skill what exactly I want to showcase to you. And believe me, this is just the starting part. We can do many more of the things, right? We are having a huge things to do in the upcoming sessions and all, right? And the community too, we are having a lots of two things to do, right? So that's for the today's session, and yeah, we will meet in the next session as well. Yeah. So just one last time, how you got feel about this session? Just give me the feedback about the session and all, right? So that now we can wrap up with the session and all. Just give me the feedback. If you like this session, just give me one thumbs up, and you can drop any emoji in the session, in the chat and all. I want to see how many of you have liked this session and all. Definitely, who are not able to join in the session, just reach out to the support at the rate 1 to 10x.com, right? Definitely reach out to the support at the rate 1 to 10x.com. Great, great. I love it. Thanks. Great. Okay, guys. Okay, that's for today's session, and I'll meet you in the next session. Till then, bye bye. Take care.